Ready for the first qualifying heat for the Strickland GMC Great Sprint Car Division.
Locked in shots, and as we said, Connor Mahoney took an extra practice lap, got docked to the back of his heat.
So he will go to the back row there as we get ready to go to the green flag. The defending champ on the front row, Jesse McDonald, jumps out to the early lead.
The field roars down into turn number one. McDonald got a great jump, but Hannah Farrell, she really drove it down into turn one, and we are going yellow. Doug Leonard did not like that start.
So they're calling it a jump on the 88 of Jesse McDonald, so he'll move back a row.
Had a bit of a problem. Glenn Styres is still suffering from the concussion from 2 weeks ago. Doctors have told him 1 more week would probably do him best, so Glenn is, I think, up with Tanner Fox's family and friends on the back straight anyway, entertaining tonight. So want to wish Glenn all the best. Was telling him to stay still suffering from a bit of double vision.
So he just wanted to hang out with a celebrity. Tell the truth.
Probably. They had a great time. For any of you kids who follow Tanner Fox, you probably saw Glenn doing a big smoke show at the keg the other night in his brand new Corvette. No bigger kid out there than Glenn Styres. Here we go, guys.
Well, we'll try this one again with Josh Shantz now on the front row as they head down into corner number one.
Once again, rumbling down through 1 and 2. Trevor Young slid up the track. That created a log jam in the corner. The top 4 have opened up by 4 or 5 car lengths over the rest of the field.
Across the stripe, Hannah Farrell leading the way over Josh Shantz. Gary Clute up there in the 3rd spot. And you've got that 88 of Jesse McDonald holding on to 4th. Remember, he had to restart back a row after jumping on that initial start.
How about Gary Clute in that 3X holding his own in the 3rd position?
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job up there. Looks just like a natural, being this only his 2nd start in that car. Incredible job. He's going at it right now. Jesse McDonald slips to the inside of the 88.
Gary Clute takes a lot of the science out of racing. You know, he doesn't think about it, he just does it.
So Hurricane Hannah Farrell leading the way, coming off the corner 2. Laps to go for the driver out of Vanessa, Ontario. 2nd place, Josh Shantz, who did a nice job in his first SOS start, finished 2nd down at Brighton a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, whose equipment was that?
His own. He's got a 360 and this crate. Did a fantastic job in that race.
Excellent. 1 more lap to go. Mike Thorne makes a move to the inside of Hill in the 49. He had to back out of it. That could have been something.
Through 3 and off of corner 4, checkered flag going up in the air. Hannah Farrell will pick up the win. Josh Shantz 2nd. 3rd will go to Jesse McDonald. 4th is Gary Clute. Then it's Trevor Young, Jerry Hill, Mike Thorne, Lofton Schutz, and Liam Martin. So that concludes the first qualifying heat. That one brought to you by Lucas Oil Products.
And with heat 1 complete, that'll make way for heat race number 2, the Caledonia Auto Supply heat race number 2. And here is how they're going to line up. Starting on the pole in car number 9 out of Brantford, Paul Ballantyne going to lead the star number 87 to Sean Evans. In the final row, she got the win, if I'm not mistaken. Last week she took a checkered flag. At Humberstone? Was it just a heat race that Holly was 3rd? I thought I saw a picture of her in a victory lane last week. Or
I believe she picked up a Tilsonburg win. She races with the micro sprints at Tilsonburg.
Driver from Delhi, the INS Crafts and Supplies, Ohsweken Speedway, Tommy's Motors. Number 1 is Holly Porter, and rounding out the field in car number 3, the Miska Trailers Clean Shot Environmental Southline Industrial 3, it's AJ Lewis.
Whoa, green flag off of 4. Not sure if that will be accepted or not. That was a little strange, but they head down into corner number 1. Jesse Costa leading the way, and he's got multiple heat wins already this year.
Costa out in front by a number of car lengths. Paul Ballantyne got to be wondering what the heck went on there. As he runs in the 3rd position, Holly Porter with a great start. She's battling for the 3rd spot herself.
So it's Costa, Turkey right now 1 and 2, and then the pack behind them with Holly Porter running in 3rd. That's where she finished Sunday night at Humberstone. She was top 3 there as they did the Styres sweep down there in that crate sprint car special.
And our report from Mission Control here in Turkey will be docked 2 spots at the end of this race or at the next yellow flag, whatever comes first.
Cross flags up in the air, 3 in, 3 to go for Jesse Costa, who has been Mr. Qualifying Heat this year. I think he's won in all but one heat that he's been in this season in that 52.
A.J. Lewis to the inside of Paul Ballantyne down the back straightaway. That green, black, and white number 3 of A.J. Lewis makes the pass to Ballantyne. Let's see if we can close in on Sean Evans.
White flag coming out this time by for St. Thomas, Ontario's Jesse Costa leads it across the line with Aaron Turkey. They're in second in spirit, but won't be at the line if we finish under green.
One more time around, all these cars gravitating to the bottom of the racetrack. Jesse Costa going to cruise home to the victory in the 52. Finishing second will be Holly Porter, third Sean Evans, fourth will be Aaron Turkey, and then you've got A.J. Lewis, Paul Ballantyne, and Cody Day.
Gerald Turford coming home in 8th, and it's Alan Gilletta and Brandon Merle completing that qualifying heat. Again, that one brought to you by Klotz Automotive. Well, I'm sure for Daryl Turford that was quite exciting to get back behind the wheel for the first time in 9 years, and I'm sure same for his dad, Peter Turford, who has always been such a big supporter of both his sons, Jeff and Daryl.
And I called Peter Daryl when I walked in. Did I ever feel like an idiot? And, of course, he pointed out the difference. I want to know how tired Daryl is when he gets out of that car, because a lot has changed. Finicky fuel, I believe they're fuel injected, aren't they? Even this. See, that was some of the things they had to change for this crate division. But there's a lot of quirky little things that are just unique about this kind of race car. Hard to dial in.
Two young guns right up there in that front row. DJ Christie, Jacob Dykstra, a couple of drivers that have very, very bright futures. Mac DeMann and Ryan Hunsinger, the veterans, right behind them as we come to the green flag in the third and final qualifying heat for the Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Cars.
Down into turn number 1, Hunsinger to the outside. He's got a couple of young guns. He's got to keep that in mind as he's racing them down into the corners. Hunsinger second. You've got Dykstra leading the way, followed by Hunsinger, Christie, and then Mac DeMann.
Hunsinger on a mission now, as we mentioned earlier on. The last race he was in had those issues in corner 1 and broke the left front of that car, and that hurt him in the points. And here he is out in front, and his nemesis, although I wouldn't call them, well, I definitely call them friends, but they're nemesis on the track. Mac DeMann right in tow.
They love racing against each other.
As we saw Ryan driving Mac DeMann's second Can-Am midget there a couple of years ago when he was burned so badly, but good friends off the track, but tough competitors on the track. We see them 1 and 2 right now with DJ Christie back there in third.
DJ Christie, this has to be the best run he's had on the racetrack. Hanging on to that third position. Dykstra fourth, but he's about to be challenged by Josh Hansen.
Josh Hansen.
Whoa!
Flip for Matt Hill up in corner number 2, and that will bring out the red flag. As Matt Hill flips the 8 machine up in corner 2, the safety crew right there on the scene. And from my vantage point, there's the railing right here. I just missed how that started. Well, it looked as though he caught a rut or something in the high side of 2.
Surface. There's a lot going on out there. There's a lot of forces at play, and when you get them angry, that car will go upside down in a hurry.
Well, I got him here, Adam. Matt, you're officially a sprint car driver now. What'd you think of that ride?
Wasn't too bad. A little rough.
You're all right, though? That's the main thing for your friends and family here tonight?
Yeah, good to go.
Did you get a chance to look at the damage at all, and do you think you're done for the night, or do you think you can get this one back together?
I'm not sure yet. Might have to go grab a new wing.
You got lots of buddies back there. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Watch for Matt Hill to get it back together, guys, for the Constellation B&A-Mains tonight. I'm sure he will have it back together. And how about a hand for Matt Hill, one of our young rookies, getting his initiation to sprint cars here tonight, and he'll get a walk back to the buggy. We do have a bit of a protocol. If you go over here, have a bad wreck, you got to go and sit in the ambulance for a couple of minutes to make sure you're all right and the cobwebs are out. So
it's got to be a 30-foot drop.
My favorite part of that is when dmstyres edited it to the Led Zeppelin song, and it's just perfect as he's screaming over the fence. It's pretty awesome. But or as you said, Adam, Epic. Want to welcome Dan Bailey and all the folks from Epic here tonight as well.
They're nicely done, wow. Clinton Jeffrey.
That's what you call a segue.
Back under green.
2 laps left This qualifying heat with Ryan Hunsinger up front. Now Josh Hansen has troubles and smacks the outside wall in corner 2.
There's no quit in that young man. White flag comes out, and Hansen will have the best view in the house. No, they did go yellow. White and then yellow. Hansen rubbed the concrete up there heading into the pits, but he never stopped driving that thing.
The sprint cars, buddy. You've been running very good. Doesn't look too bad, just a right rear. What happened up here in 2?
Well, I went into the corner and the car didn't turn, and the rest is history.
All right, buddy, go back. They'll get to work on this G&E recovery and towing 88. And watch for young Josh Hansen later on tonight, guys.
He's even got the interviews down pretty well, Greg.
Oh, absolutely. Speaks better than we do.
Well, that's not a challenge.
That's not difficult. It's here, and I don't think anyone expected that in the 4th full season we'd have this many cars.
I will go on the record and say I was a doubter. I didn't really see the vision that Glenn did, and I mean I was away from the track, but I was a keen observer, and I thought we don't need another class, but we absolutely needed this class.
Green and white go up at the same time. One more trip around, and here comes Mac Demand. He'll make the charge on the outside line around the gunslinger.
Demand to the outside. He'll try to get that run down the back straightaway. 6 car lengths, 5 car lengths. Now we'll go to the bottom of the racetrack one last time through 3 and 4. Hunsinger with the win.
Wow, that was a close one as Hunsinger caught a clod of mud down there in corner 4, but he holds on for the win over Mac Demand. DJ Christie comes home 3rd. Then it's Jacob Dykstra 4th. Davey Boughton 5th. Brian Nanakoke and the 04X of Mike Bell complete the field in that one as we are finished with qualifying heats. And we are getting, oh, no, sorry, we're not. HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Sorry, I'm so used to the crate sprints being last, which has been nice this year. We've been able to change them up, get them to run a little bit earlier tonight. So the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Up next, 3 qualifying heats for them.
And to go back, the reason I didn't think, Greg, we needed another division.
Let's see who can get in one lap from now.
You can have the best car at the racetrack, and bad luck could force you into this event. And you can wind up watching the feature from the sidelines. Like Mike Thorne, he's a threat to win the championship this year, and here he is barely clinging in that 55 machine to a qualified position.
Last check on the 50-50, it's guaranteed $750. That was about 15 minutes ago, so $750 so far on tonight's 50-50 draws. Next time by, we will go to the green flag. We got lights on the backstretch fences now as well, Adam. Looks pretty cool.
It does look pretty cool. Glenn Styres, Clinton, Jeffrey, the rest of the gang here that run and manage this speedway, they try to stay ahead of the curve. That's one of the new additions for this season.
Green flag in the air. Jerry Hill will lead them down into corner 1 with Paul Ballantyne in tow.
Paul Ballantyne settling into 4th. Wow, Mike Bell with a big slide in 1 and 2. He gathers it together. Remember, the top 5 move on. Everybody else goes home.
Hill across the stripe here, leader on lap number 1. Mike Thorne right there. He's been challenging for wins in the A-Mains, so not a familiar spot for him to be in that 55.
And now that it's time to go or go home, keep an eye on the number 15, Daryl Turford. It's been 9 years since he raced a sprint car.
Oh, you jinxed him, Adam.
Well, I told you to keep an eye on him. Puts it around backwards. A lazy little spin there in 3 and 4 for Daryl Turford.
Tons of people here. And we got a great grounds crew here. We'll be ready to go. So by the time the afternoon rolls around, it should be all clear, and we'll be ready to go sprint car racing, plus monster trucks and freestyle motocross. Want to welcome Geoff Gaskin here. He's going to do the dreaded front flip tomorrow night on his bike. They're all here tonight watching as well, getting ready to go. And we had to put the fastest growing division in the Canada, at least right now, on the card. That's the crate sprints. Oh, Jerry Hill leads Mikey Bobby down to turn 1, guys. Take it away.
Mike Thorne working that outside line, trying to get a run on the 49 of Jerry Hill with Brian Anakoke back there in 3rd, Cody Day 4th, and Lofton Schutz in that final transfer position in car number 10.
Lofton Schutz glued to the back of the 44 of Cody Day. Everybody behind that number 10 machine is on the outside looking in for the moment.
Good battle back there with Gilletta and Bell and Martin. But at the front, cross flags go in the air. 4 laps go up on the scoreboard for Jerry Hill, and he's got a handful of Mike Thorne right behind him.
Daryl Turford's gone around again in turn number 4 in that number 15 machine. So trying to find a little bit of speed that the car doesn't want to give him back. And again, these cars with no clutches, no transmission to speak of. It's either
the top 5 that would transfer. Still 4 laps left to decide, though.
Slow and steady through the turn as Jerry Hill gets on the loud pedal in turn number 4. We're back under green.
Here comes Thorne. Man, he got a fantastic restart right there in the back Nerf bar, trying to reel up that head of steam off of corner 2, but Hill able to stretch the advantage just a little.
Mike Thorne going to the outside. Jerry Hill working the bottom groove behind them. That's Brian Nanicoke around the inside. This is as good as we've seen him run this year.
Hill, Thorne, Nanicoke, the top 3. Schutz moves by Day into the 4th position, gives himself a bit of a cushion. 2 laps left to go in the B-Main.
2 laps remaining. Remember, the top 5 go, the rest go home. Paul Ballantyne is in the 6th position. Does not look like he is close enough to mount a challenge on Cody Day.
White flag in the hand of Kyle McKenzie. One more trip around for Jerry Hill. Mike Thorne in 2nd. Now he's starting to feel a little bit of heat from Brian Nanicoke in 3rd.
Great battle for the 7th position between Liam Martin and Alan Gilletta. But the top 5 is what matters in this B-Main checkered flag.
Jerry Hill gets the win. Mike Thorne 2nd, 3rd. Brian Nanicoke 4th. Lofton Schutz in 5th is Cody Day. He'll grab the final transfer spot. Paul Ballantyne 6th, 7th. Liam Martin. Then it's Alan Gilletta, Mike Bell, Brandon Merle completing that one. They will be done for the evening.
And Liam Martin and Alan Gilletta had a great race there. That's how you learn. That's progress, Greg.
Yeah, the B-Main is not all for nothing if you don't make it, because it's still seat time for some of these young drivers. As we get ready for the B-Main for the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Last chance to qualify for them, and then we're into our final features of the night. 7 flags being displayed.
Well, Greg, we gave him the option. We got 4 thumbs down. Majority said, let's go. Doug Leonard told him, we're going to go, take it easy, and see what we got for a lap or 2. If it looks bad, we'll call it.
Yeah, because race car drivers always take it easy when they're told to.
There's that truth again.
But they do put the decision into the hands of the majority, and the majority ruled, and we're about to go racing.
Jesse Costa, Sean Evans will lead them down into corner number 1. We'll see how slick it is in that first corner.
So far, so good as they work through 1 and 2. Wow, that's a lot of race cars on the backstretch.
Sean Evans leads the way. Jesse Costa in position 2, and here comes the winner from 2 weeks ago, Mac DeMann, in the Oakwood Transport number 4, up to 2nd.
Gary Clute had a nice start. He's up to the 7th position in that 3X, just ahead of his teammate A.J. Lewis.
Sean Evans, he's had a storied year so far with all the things he has been through. And now troubles for Mike Thorne as he comes to a halt up in corner number 4. Looks like something's broken on the front end of the 55. Yellow flag comes out.
Mike Thorne in the Burger Barn number 55. Action on the internet, seeing what other people are doing. Just the nature of the beast. Doing something right here, that's for sure.
2 on the board, 18 to go. Sean Evans will lead them down the front stretch on the restart.
Mac DeMann looking to the inside, got into the rough stuff, bounced around. Look at Jesse Costa working the outside groove in that 52.
Great run for him, and good to see him up there in the top 3. We know the struggles he's had this year. Moved to the crate division and has been very strong all year long. Jesse Costa loses a spot to Jesse McDonald, but still right up there fighting in the thick of the top 5.
Yeah, a couple little bobbles there in the last lap. They'll gather it in, regroup.
And precipitation definitely coming down a little bit harder, but everything's still clean and green on the track. As Evans will lead them across the stripe. Mac DeMann in 2nd, Jesse McDonald in 3rd. 4th is Jesse Costa. 5th is Josh Shantz on lap 5.
Yeah, Shantz just made a move to the inside of Costa, but he couldn't make it stick. and he had all sorts of work in front of him, keeping that car in the bottom groove as Jesse Costa goes for a bounce up in turn number 3, does a nice job to keep it off the wall.
Holds on to a top 5 spot as Josh Shantz got by him, and now he gets sideways in corner number 1. Lets Ryan Hunsinger by, so put Costa now back now to 7th as Holly Porter slips by.
Yeah, he has lost the handle on that 52 machine. He'll take a lap or two to regroup, get his rhythm back. He's got Gary Clute now right behind him, looking to make a move.
This time by 8 laps on the board. 12 to go. And I'm sure Sean Evans just wants to get to the halfway point as Davey Boughton loops it around right in front of Mac DeMann.
And Jesse Costa has rolled up slow here in this 52, so we got problems in 2 and problems in 4.
Well, guys, the contact on the back straightaway there with Jesse McDonald and Mac DeMann. Mac took a hard look out the left side of his Lucas Oil Oakwood Transport number 4 there, and still looking down is Mac to see what kind of damage he sustained. From my vantage point, doesn't look like much of any. Can't see the right side of Jesse McDonald, but that was a gulper for sure. Just want to bring up to speed, as you guys talked about, we put it in the driver's hands. We want to thank all the fans for their patience as we work our best to get every single lap completed. We know we'd like to, congratulate the winners, but taking 10 minutes to do that is probably better spent at the end of the night than it is to hustle through, right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. So we will catch up with those winners and keep this show moving along.
30 barriers with Connor on.
We let him on the right side.
Is he earning his keep back there?
Yeah, I think he got roped in by Glenn Hills to work on Mikey and both Tanner Fox. So
very good.
You should have a smiling youngster on your way home tonight. I want to send a shout out to my wife. She never gets here. Christine, thanks for coming. She let me come out and play every week and finally came out tonight. Of course, Mom's here too. So.
And Clint, in all the years that you and I have been going to different races, we rarely cross paths, let alone with our wives. And how many times has it been this year? Not that Angie's here tonight, but anyhow, we're going green.
Scary.
Sean Evans pulls away on that restart. Now he's got the lap car of Brian Nanakoke between he and Mac DeMann, but no longer as DeMann will make quick work of him. The top 2 break away.
Top 2 out front. Josh Shantz with a big move into turn number 3 to pick up the 3rd position.
So it's Sean Evans, Mac DeMann, Josh Shantz, and now Jesse McDonald getting by the lap car. Holly Porter completes the top 5 as this time by it'll be the cross flags, 10 and 10 to go.
Sean Evans looking good as he stretches out that advantage over Mac DeMann further back in the top 10. What a battle. Ryan Hunsinger down low, Jerry Hill to the outside. Here goes Josh Shantz to the inside for 2nd spot.
Man, Josh Shantz is getting by one of the absolute best in this division. He's no slouch himself. Multi-time winner in the crate sprint car division. Recently a runner-up with the Southern Ontario Sprints and 360 competition. He's in 2nd place right now and trying to track down leader Sean Evans.
We'll see if he can get it done. Last time it was 1.8 seconds between 1st and 2nd. He's closed that gap by about 0.3 of a second.
This time by it's going to be 7 laps left to go for Sean Evans as he works it off a corner 4. The driver out of Scotland, Ontario leads the way over Shantz, Mac DeMann, Jesse McDonald, and Holly Porter.
I'm watching Jerry Hill battle with Gary Clute in the 3X, AJ Lewis in the 3, Aaron Turkey in the 68, and then there's Cody Day in the 44 pulling up. Hannah Farrell with a problem in the 8 machine. She's going to take it to the infield.
Definitely something gone in the right rear of that number 8 machine, so she'll pull it off. And now troubles for Mac DeMann. Our most recent winner will slow down in corner number 2 and bring out the caution flag with 6 laps left to go. The point leader has problems in corner 2, just as Ryan Hunsinger did in our last event.
Well, and look at how many race cars are still on the racetrack. That's how many spots. That's how many points. Mac DeMann is...
Pretty solid run for you tonight before this incident.
Yeah, we were running 3rd. Really good points night. Yeah, I don't know. Running 3rd's good. I was just happy to get some good points. The car wasn't great. Track's really rough, but... Josh Shantz is making his way up. Watch for that 18 to make his way up to the front spot there. Should be a good show.
All right, thanks, Mac. Jump in there, get a ride back to the pit area. One of the gentlemen here in the pits and one of our latest standouts making the transfer dirt, Mac DeMann, ladies and gentlemen. Great things to come from him.
Coming back to the green flag, Sean Evans looking for his second career win, his first one at Ohsweken. He's got 5-time winner. Josh Shantz right behind him. Jesse McDonald's got 3 wins of his own, all coming last year. Green flag in the air. Just 6 laps left to settle it. And, man, Sean Evans has been in a league of his own on these restarts.
Yeah, he got a great restart there. Gets a good, clean run down through 1 and 2. Pulls away on the backstretch, but watch chance down into 3.
Yeah, he digs in deep, coming down the big high 5 from Kyle McKenzie. 5 more trips around 4. Driver number 87X, Sean Evans.
Davey Boughton starting to work his way through the field. I'm not sure if he's on the lead lap or a lap down, but as I say that, he heads off to the pits.
Evans, your leader. Shant, second. McDonald, third. Fourth right now is Holly Porter. Fifth is Ryan Hunsinger. As this time by, it will be just 3 laps left to go for Sean Evans and the Nathan Ackland Racing Team.
DJ Christie, a slower car just in front of the race leaders. He'll run sort of around the middle of the racetrack, but he's holding a steady line. I wonder if there's a big chunk of mud in the left rear of DJ Christie's car.
Yeah, you almost have to wonder right now, and he is slow down in corner number 1. Yellow flag now will come out, as we've got one in the wall up in corner number 2.
Oh, yeah, he blends in with that Burger Barn.
Trevor Young, guys.
So the 51 of Trevor Young is up there. Not what Sean Evans wanted to see. I know there's a nervous Nathan Ackland over on the backstretch grandstands right now.
And we were talking about DJ Christie and the handling going away. If you get a chunk of mud into some parts of the race car, into any of the wheels, it'll just about rattle a steering wheel out of your hand. And see, look at the left rear. You can see something, because he looks
laps, and he wishes there was right now.
You got to grin and bear it. Sean Evans is going to restart with the lead. His restarts have been phenomenal. Let's see if Josh Shantz learned anything from the last one.
Yeah, Evans has been a rocket ship on the restarts. Here he goes down the banking in corner 4. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. He didn't pull away like he did on the previous restarts.
Josh Shantz looks to the inside in turn number 2, washes up the racetrack.
Into corner number 3. This is where Shantz is so strong. He dives in deep. White flag goes up in the air, looking for a first-time win next time around for Sean Evans.
One more time around the racetrack. Shantz hits a rut in turn number 2, bounces up. Sean Evans pulling away.
This will be his first Ohsweken victory. He'll work it through corner number 4. Checkers are out. Sean Evans gets the win. Josh Shantz second, Jesse McDonald third, 4th is Holly Porter, and 5th at the line. Nice bit of driving by Jerry Hill to get by Ryan Hunsinger. And Jerry Hill's on a mission to go find his teammate out of the Hills Racing stable. Sean Evans picks up his first Ohsweken win with the Ackland Insurance Team. Again, thanks to Lone Wolf Fireworks lighting up the sky. Check them out, Highway 54 in Middleport. Find them online and on Facebook. Lone Wolf Fireworks, the official firework provider of Ohsweken Speedway, unlike Lone Star Fireworks, the official provider of Texas.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
One more feature left to go. It's the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks, and we are ready to go. We're going to bring the 50-50 girls up to the tower to draw the winning number.
Craig, just want to mention we will do all the victory lanes at the end of the night, but we did want to make sure Mother Nature did not spoil the party tonight, so all the victory lanes will be done at the end of the evening.